After years of watching classes, I took my first class about 4 months ago, and immediately I was hooked. I never felt that way about any class or fitness class in my entire adult life. I found out about Krav Maga New York through my husband Victor, who trained with David years and years ago. One day a few years ago, we attended a camp expo when our daughter was just about ready and of age to attend camp. And David was there at a table setting up, and we met up with him again. We were all together that night. This was around the same time that we were considering placing our daughter, Angelina, in a martial arts program. Since Angelina began taking her classes in 2014, her interest had just become stronger and stronger. At one of the promotion ceremonies that took place on a Saturday morning, she watched one of the female students receive her black belt, and it was that day that she turned to me and said, "I want to get that black belt too." My husband Victor started taking classes about a year or so after Angelina began here. He's currently working his way through the system, and I have to say I'm so proud of both of them. For me, I've been considering attending KMNY for some time. I spoke up about it about a year ago, but at the time I was making many excuses to not do it. As a full-time mom, I didn't know if I had the time to fit it even into my schedule. I didn't know if I could physically do it or if I had any ability to even consider it, but I started taking the classes and I am hooked.
Feels good. This is just a warm-up.
So one day as I was sitting observing my daughter's class, I received an email addressed to Angelina stating the new schedule of classes that was coming around at that time. I looked at the schedule closely and I noticed that there was a fundamentals class that was being offered at the same time as the children's class that I was already sitting there and observing. So now I really had no excuse. This would be the perfect time to join. So I spoke to the instructors and I signed up for my first fundamentals class. Even though I was really scared, intimidated, and all of those feelings combined, I put my feelings aside and I said, I'm going to give it a try. Now I attend my class as many times as I can during the week, and when I don't go, I feel like I'm missing something. And even though there are days where I still feel that there are times where I'm tired or I look around and I'm so intimidated because I see what everybody else is doing. They've been doing it for so much longer as I have. But I still put those feelings aside, and even with the fitness class, I go and I say, I'm going to do what I can do, I'm going to take breaks when I can, but I'm not going to quit. So my goal is to just keep going and make it through every class. And that has really helped me get through to this point where I am now. I would say my personal goal is to maintain my good physical strength and condition and to learn as much as I can from all the classes that I'm taking as far as the skill set involved in learning Krav Maga as an art. I would love to move up the ranks. Right now I'm going to take one day at a time, and I want to try to go as far as I can and for as long as I can. However long that process takes me is fine. I am in no rush.
Every class is one step closer to black belt.
I feel so empowered that I have a way to defend myself if that occasion were to ever arise. I think each and every instructor at KMNY is there as an educator and a source of support for every student. It is that supportive atmosphere that encouraged me to join my first class and to keep going, and it's also that encouragement that allowed me to earn my place on the student board. I am so thankful for everyone at KMNY. They have done so much for me physically, mentally, emotionally. I just feel so much better in every kind of way since I began this program. So thank you to KMNY and all of the teachers here and all of my fellow students.